Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Shamar back from Vegas Scents, and in this video I'm going to be going over a new fragrance that I just got in that is a new clone of Bulgari's Tygar, and we're going to be comparing that to an existing clone of Tygar that I have from the house of Lataffa. So if you're interested in that, do me a favor, go ahead and stick around for the whole video, and also leave a like and a comment on the video. Also, anyone new to the channel, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe. All right, so the fragrance that we're going to be going over today, which is the new Bulgari Tygar clone that I got, this is going to be Vie Ciel by F.A. Paris Fragrance World. All right, so I am a huge fan of F.A. Paris Fragrance World, just Fragrance World in general. I think that they're probably one of the most sort of underrated fragrance clone houses out there. I feel like they don't get the type of attention that they deserve. It seems like the more sort of popular fragrance houses seem to be like Lataffa, Maison Alhambra, Paris Corner. Those are all still great houses, but I think that Fragrance World, and especially the F.A. Paris Fragrance World line, I think they really do an exceptional job on the clones that they release. So this one is again going to be Vie Ciel, and here you have just the name of the fragrance. You've got the size of the bottle down here. It's an 80 ml bottle. You have the F.A. Paris logo at the top. There is nothing on the sides of this box, and on the back you've got the authenticity sticker. And then at the bottom, you've got like the ingredients, the barcode, batch date, all that type of stuff. So that is that. And then pretty much when you open up the box, the bottle sits in there like that. And I mean, as you can see, this does have a fairly nice resemblance to the sort of Bulgari private line fragrance bottles. It looks like really the main difference that they made with this is it kind of slants down like that on one side. But for the most part, it does resemble the Tygar bottle. So again, you have here the Vie Ciel on the front of the bottle, and then just on the bottom, you've got the F.A. Paris sticker. Nothing on any of the sides or the back of the bottle. So pretty decent looking presentation. Now in terms of the smell, I'm gonna spray this on this hand, and then I have the Qiam Silver over here from Lataffa Pride. And pretty much, I mean, those of you that are watching this video that aren't really familiar with the sort of Tygar scent DNA, it's pretty simple. It's just a really sort of sparkly grapefruit in the top that you get, and then pretty much it goes into kind of like ambroxan and sort of woody notes. The Lataffa, yeah, the Lataffa, in my opinion, from the opening spray, it does seem to be a little bit more sort of sweeter, and I would say slightly kind of muskier than what the F.A. Paris one is, the Vie Ciel. This Vie Ciel, the grapefruit is kind of coming off as being a slightly more sort of, I would say, sharper, sparklier sort of grapefruit, and it has sort of like this sort of dryness to it as well. Whereas I feel like the Qiam Silver, it kind of has slightly more of like a muskier feel to it. Now, the reason that I'm going to be doing a separate video comparing these two fragrances with Bulgari's Tygar is because, number one, I don't have the sample of Tygar anymore that I had when I did the comparison videos between this and Tygar. And also, number two, the sample that I had of Tygar, initially when I compared it to this fragrance, it wasn't a spray on sample. It was like one of those tiny 1 ml samples that you kind of had to do like this on your skin with. And I mean, I don't necessarily know for sure if that has any sort of effect, especially on how the opening of the fragrance smelled. But what I'm going to do is to kind of rule that out as any sort of variable. I am going to, I have went ahead and purchased a 2 ml spray sample of Tygar, just to, kind of be able to spray each one of these on and be able to tell the differences. Because honestly, when I was comparing this to, Bulgari's Tygar, I really wasn't picking up on too many differences. And already I'm picking up on differences between these two when, spraying these two side by side. So I want to give you all the most accurate and the best information that I possibly can. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and, spend the extra money to get another sample, and, just kind of compare the actual sample of Tygar with these two fragrances. Now, I mean, possibly back when I sort of reviewed or compared this fragrance to Tygar, possibly at that time, maybe my nose, just for whatever reason, just legitimately wasn't picking up on any sort of differences. But like I said, definitely right now, I am able to pick up on some slight differences between these two. So after kind of having these sprayed on for a little bit, they are very similar, but like I said, the main difference that I'm getting from these two is this one seems to be a little bit more sort of sharper, less sweet, and less muskier. This seems to be a little bit more like just a tad bit sweeter, and I would say it's noticeably like less sharp and more musky. All right, now, from what I remembered with Alexandria's Black Panther did also kind of have the same sort of characteristics of the Vie Ciel in terms of it being slightly more drier. I would say slightly less sweeter as well. So those were definitely differences that I noticed. So, I'll have to definitely, I'll have to, get the actual sample of Tygar and do a comparison and let you all know exactly which one of these are actually closer. Now, this particular fragrance here, the Vie Ciel, this is, more expensive than what the Lataffa is. The Lataffa Qiam Silver, this you can typically find, I want to say I normally purchase this fragrance on Amazon the few times that I have. I've purchased this on Amazon for like as little as about $26, I believe, and as high as about $40. I believe this has come down in price, now. So I would say you're probably going to be able to get this one for closer to like around that $25 to $30 mark. And I'll have links in the description to where you can actually pick these up. This fragrance, I picked this particular fragrance up from FragranceShop.com, which I would say is probably going to be about the cheapest that you can find it. With shipping and taxes and everything included, I think I was able to pick this one up for like $40 shipped. I know it's also on TripleTraders.com. And I want to say Triple Traders has this one for like around $45 or $47, something like that. And that's before shipping. So it is going to be a little bit more expensive on Triple Traders. Now, mind you, I did purchase this one on Fragrance Shop like about a month ago, and I just got it. That was due to them having the fragrance on back order, I guess, at the time that I purchased this particular fragrance. So that's why this one took so long. I would say if you don't want to run the risk of having that happen, then I would say possibly go ahead and get this one from Triple Traders. And, typically whenever they're like out of stock or something, they won't allow you to buy it. Pretty much, they'll have it, you know, grayed out, or it'll say sold out. On Fragrance Shop, that's not necessarily the case, and they have that within like their sort of disclosures on their website. They pretty much state that, you know, when you purchase a fragrance, even though they allow you to purchase it, it doesn't necessarily always mean that that fragrance is in stock at that particular moment. So that's pretty much what happened with this one. As long as they have it in stock, though, typically Fragrance Shop, I want to say, has the fragrance shipped out within at least about 1 to 2 days after you've made the purchase. So they're pretty legit and they're pretty good on that. All right. So again, I'll have a comparison video of this Tygar and Qiam Silver to let you all know which one of these is the best. So far, I would have to say that I do think that the Vie Ciel does have a slight edge over the Qiam Silver. I would say this is reminding me more so of what Black Panther smelled like, but I would say this is not as like overly sort of amplified as what Black Panther is. Black Panther, even though that one, you know, people say that that one is pretty accurate to the original, Black Panther, at least for me, is just, it's a little bit too strong, and it becomes headache inducing for me. All right, so this so far, I would say the couple of times that I've worn this fragrance in the, you know, few days that I've had it, I haven't really gotten that sort of headache inducing vibe from this particular fragrance. So I think, you know, the more that I wear this fragrance, if that doesn't happen to me where I'm not, you know, enjoying the fragrance because I'm getting a headache from it, if that doesn't happen, then I think that I'll definitely say that this is going to be, you know, probably the best Tygar cologne that you can get. All right. So definitely let me know if you all have smelled this particular fragrance. Also, if you have you smelled the original Tygar, and how close do you think this actually comes to the original Bulgari's Tygar? All right. So let me know in the comments below. Also, again, if you're brand new to the channel, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe, and also leave a like and a comment. And again, that's Jamar from Vegas Sense. I'll see you on the next video.